Hey guys, thanks for joining me again for another video. We are going to talk about how to increase the flow, activate whatever you want to say to the third eye or the pineal gland. Yeah. I've prefaced my other videos the way that I'm going to do it right now. So none of these things are going to be like quick fix types of things. All of these processes are gradual. None of these things are going to, as long as, like, if you do it, nothing's going to happen at this second. That's not the way most spirituality works. And if it does, it's probably, apart from like ayahuasca or something like that, it's probably going to be a little traumatic and stuff. So, even with that, any of these techniques that I'm saying may not work for you. I mean, take everything with a grain of salt because everyone is, reacts to different things different ways, and our bodies, our minds, our spirits are going to be affected in a whole range of ways by anything that you do, especially well, I guess with whatever, but spirituality, like, in particular. Something may work for you today and may not work for you tomorrow. Something may need an alteration or something, and you know, that may be your like golden key. But I'm just saying that these techniques are things in particular that I've noticed that help my pineal gland, my third eye, as well as others that I've talked to. So the first technique that I want to suggest for increasing the flow or energy to the third eye would be sun gazing or sunbathing. Basically what you do is you sit out. I would recommend either in like the morning, like when the sun is seeing what's up, or at night, right before, you know, the sun says deuces or whatever. So the sun isn't like, you know, like so intense. But what you do is you basically sun gaze. You look into the sun. You let the energy kind of flow through you or whatever. I like to do, if I do sun gazing at like 11, noon or something like that, I like to keep my eyes closed so everything's kosher, because if I'm focusing on my pineal gland anyways, that's what I'm focusing on. So basically, the energy from the sun is being absorbed into your third eye. So just like the eyes retain light, so does the third eye. That's the whole idea behind the eye, in the, you know, that's why they call it that, is because the space where the third eye is at, the pineal gland, whatever, can physically absorb the light. So it's basically going right into your brain. It's extremely, you know, obviously it's a natural thing, but you're absorbing that energy. And so I would do this if you're looking to improve your third eye or something. Keep that intention that you are absorbing the light through your third eye. There's going to be a lot of things that happen, like melatonin is released, and so you're basically going to have, you know, this is a gradual process, so it's not going to happen after like 12 seconds, but you know, mood changes are frequent. Sleeping becomes, you know, better patterns or whatever. It's just all around, it's going to be you absorbing the sunlight through your pineal gland. Just make sure you're being safe and you're not going so hard, because you're going to be able to absorb that energy anyways. So once your pineal gland becomes active rather than a dormant, you know, just thing that's there, you can actually increase the size of the energy, like the actual pineal gland. I'm pretty sure that's the actual size, I'm pretty sure. And from there, you start to emit your own magnetic frequency from your pineal gland, not just your body. Second technique is chanting. So I have already talked about chanting and how, you know, gets in there subconsciously, and you know, you can repeat it and it can be like ancient mantras, or you can do your own or whatever, it doesn't matter. all these spiritual practices work for each other, but I've just noticed that chanting really activates and really moves with the pineal gland, because especially if there's music or rhythm involved, that connects to a very etheric place. So if you're chanting, and especially chanting like old Buddhist, old, you know, whatever it is that you feel the most comfortable with, old Tibetan, old like gongs and stuff, that really hits an etheric place. So chanting repetitive things, even if it's just intuitively, you don't have to go out and like look for like a Sanskrit like thing that you know, interpret. If you feel it, just repeat it or whatever, and that center of intuition and pure musical energy is going to be activated, as well as your conscious and subconscious parts of you. Number 3 is darkness meditation. Okay, so darkness meditation is basically meditating in the dark. So if I were to close my eyes right now, I would still be probably pretty distracted. I'm saying close my eyes and meditate. I would probably still be pretty distracted by my ghetto ass fridge that makes noise, or like these lights that are like just like kicking my ass right now, or you know what I'm saying? Like there are still things in front, like if I wave my hands in front of my face, I can still see that. So I suggest going into like a dark room, or before you go to bed or something, close your eyes and really meditate, like really get in there, because you're gonna not have any like light sensory distractions. As long as it's quiet, make sure there's no like auditory distractions as well. You're gonna see a lot more light, probably. I don't know how to describe it, but you'll see a little bit more light, because all of that sensory, everything is gonna be gone. So you're gonna have more of you're gonna have more sensitivity to the things around you. So a lot of times also fears come up because people are scared of the dark. My suggestion for that is just make sure you're feeling protected, feeling comfortable, but acknowledge those fears, understand them. If you're able to, maybe do it with a friend or something, or do it with someone that you love. And so get in there, see the fears, feel the fears, observe them from, you know, outside perspective, and then let them go. Number 4 is candle meditation. Okay, so I remember way back when I was a kid, I used to do this, and I used to have like a candle in front of me, and it wasn't probably like I didn't light the candle, but there would be a candle in front of me, and I would just stare at the wick, not at the wick, at the friggin' flame. I would just stare at the flame, and you just start to get hypnotized. Like you can just literally light a flame in front of you, like a candle. My suggestion though would be to light a candle with the wax as the color of the chakra that you're looking for getting in tune with. So if you're looking to ground, get a red candle. If you're looking to feel empowered, get a yellow candle. Whatever, duh, you know the colors, whatever, I'm sure, right? We've talked about it, and if not, just go to another one of my videos or something. So get the wax as the color that you're looking for, and then just light it and pay attention to the light and just focus on the light, and you start getting hypnotized a little bit. And I like to close my eyes and see like the images, because you can still see the light as long as it's like a dim room or something. You just get into more of a hypnotic trance, and I've just noticed that with the pineal gland and with the third eye and all that psychic intuition type of stuff, that's when that starts to happen, is when you're more hypnotic and you're more just letting things flow. So yeah. So technique number 5 is remove fluoride from your diet. Start with water and start with toothpaste, because I think that's number 1 and 2 for where we get our fluoride. So basically the fluoride comes, it's fine, you know, the calcium from the fluoride is fine if it's produced naturally, but the fluoride is produced in such a massive amount, and it's synthetic. You know, when it's put into our water and put into our toothpaste and stuff, it really becomes like a toxin to us. It really, our bodies react negatively, because when we're putting anything synthetic into our bodies don't know how to react. And so especially with like an intuition center and whatever, I'm pretty sure that our pineal gland has more concentrated calcium and hard calcium, you know, like it's like a deposit thing, than our bones, and I'm pretty sure our teeth. But yeah, whatever. Anyways, so what I would suggest is using reverse osmosis water, or I like spring water. I'm just gonna tell you, there are plenty of toothpaste that don't have fluoride in them. You can also make your own. I'm trying to figure out how to make my, like a really like legit kind of toothpaste on my own, but maybe I'll like make a recipe or something on here. I'll let people know once I figure it out. Okay, so also I'm gonna say, I know that water is pretty hard to replace. I know that there are filter systems to, you know, like get that fluoride out, but I can't afford that stuff. So what I do is I picked up like a big, I'll just do it here, watch. Okay, so this thing is like a massive bastard of water, right? It's 5 gallons, and I just fill it up at a grocery store, and it's spring water. Like I have spring water, and this is like, oh, it's too much for me, dude. It's like $1.50 to fill that whole like 5 gallons up. And I think 5 gallons for $1.50, where people are drinking water bottles of fluorinated water anyways, like it's the investment that I think that has changed my diet altogether. So number 6 is eat good food. Okay, so it sounds stupid and pretty like I run marathons and stuff. If I say your body is a machine, but just think about it. If your body is a biological machine and you're putting synthetic, altered things into your body that aren't natural to your own composition, then your body's not going to react in the correct way. Either way. That involves, ouch. That involves pesticides, herbicides, GMO products, which they do shit. Like imagine you have a strawberry and a fish, and someone wants to make the fish, okay, maybe not strawberries, oatmeal. Let's do oatmeal. Oatmeal and fish, and someone wants to make a food that stays as long as oatmeal, but is in a fish. And I don't think this is like a specific thing, but I'm pretty sure I heard of like a fish and some kind of fruit or something, whatever. So a lot of times with the GMO products, people like to take a certain aspect of one item and put it into the other. So we want to preserve this fish longer. We're going to inject it with DNA of oatmeal, a meal, an oat, whatever. And so at that point, that that product that we're consuming, that food, that whatever, the energy, isn't natural to our bodies, isn't natural to, you know, in its makeup. So our bodies don't know how to process that. So that's where you see a lot of things along the lines of ADHD and all that stuff. I can get into that further later, whatever. GMOs aren't good for you. So GMOs, organic foods, whatever. I understand that it's really, really hard to keep up with like organic foods and all that stuff, and you know, whatever. I'm in the same boat as like a lot of people where they're like, fuck dude, I don't have money, like what am I gonna do? What I like to do as a up and coming like human that has a lot of friggin' money and can eat a lot of organic stuff, I like to have a couple of staple items that are not only good for my pineal gland, but they're good for my body, so it's all working together. But I want to make sure that I have these like staple items. So my staple items are raw honey, coconut oil, some raw or like raw organic vegetables, apple cider vinegar. What else? I wrote stuff down. Cacao. Cacao is like one of the best things that you can have. It's like the raw form of chocolate. So it's legitimately like one of the best things for your chakras, for anything. It's just amazing. Yeah, that's it. Oh, and the spring water. That's what I have. So what I would suggest is just compile a list of things that that are reasonably priced and throw them in a bunch of your food. Like throw in honey into your water or something while you're drinking it, so you have that extra energy, extra organic makeup. That's number 7 is fasting. So I've already talked about fasting, all the benefits, basically XYZ, whatever. But in a nutshell, it's removing external distraction. That is energy from other people, energy from animals, energy from plants that have been handled by humans, whatever. Removing that from your system completely. Removing the toxins from your body, so there are no just sitting toxins or anything like that. What I would suggest, however, is to always drink water. And if you're gonna fast, go consult someone, or if you have if you have something, I don't suggest it, just whatever. If you're fine and healthy and able to, you're gonna find that you're gonna have a lot less shit, a lot less fuzz that's going on in your body. That's gonna help you see a lot more into your third eye and a lot more into that energy, because you're not gonna have fuzz jacking you up. Number 8 is faith. So it's obviously, it has been a thing in religions where they talk about, you can't experience healing if you don't experience faith and like believing in what's going on. And that works with everything. It's the law of attraction. If you're not attracted to something, it's most likely not going to happen to you. And this is one of the spiritual chakras. So if you're not believing in the mantras that you're singing, or the things that you're doing, or like for instance, if you are doing a mantra on love, and this could be the heart chakra, this could be the crown chakra, whatever, it doesn't matter. If you're doing a mantra on, oh, I want to attract romantic love into my life, and you don't believe it, you're not you don't believe that you're worthy of love or whatever, you're not going to attract that. You're going to attract shit. You're not going to, like, you're going to attract that fuzzy signal of, oh, I want love, but I don't think I can, I don't think I deserve it. Same thing goes with all of the chakras, but in particular, the third eye chakra is, when it's activated and when it's moving, you really do see a lot of intuition. You do see a lot of signs, and it's very right in your face about it. It's not so much it's not a root chakra thing where it's kind of like, well, maybe your root chakra, security, whatever, I don't know. It's very in your face. This is a psychic thing, like it's a psychic sign. So if you're getting those if you're not getting that reciprocated from your energy, maybe you're being blocked off from something. Maybe you don't want to learn about something. Maybe there's something inside of you that doesn't trust what you're feeling. My suggestions would be to talk to people that you really feel strongly about this, and that have strong intentions and good integrity, and see where you stand with that. Maybe you have to look in the mirror and analyze some stuff. It's whatever. All of us have that. We're human. It's just moving past that and allowing yourself to heal and allowing yourself to spiritually grow. What is it? You can do the mantra like, I'm the MJ of spiritual. spiritual progression or something. I don't know. Because you are. Like, we all have, like, that infinite ability to be able to do whatever the fuck we want to do, especially spiritually, because we are spiritual beings. We're created by the same shit stars are created by. It's all magnetic. It's all energetic. But we have those blocks that block us off. And so when you start to believe it, it starts to really freaking happen. So that is all I have for today. Thank you guys so much for coming around and just hanging out for like a couple of minutes. If you guys are interested in anything that's going on, I have all my links below, like Twitter, Instagram, Etsy. I have my art. I have my Jazz in the friggin' links below. So if you guys have anything that like helps you or whatever, please comment. Please keep in contact with me because I friggin' love you guys. You guys are rad as hell. I'll see you later. Bye.